Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the TnT podcast. I'm your host, Ted,
And I'm Tim.
and today we're going to be going over a little update on COVID-19 and how it's been affecting New Jersey as a whole. But to start off, it's been a big improvement.
Oh, yeah, especially New Jersey and New York were literally the epicenter of the outbreak for months.
Oh yeah, for March, April, we were literally like the epicenter of the world, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, we got hit hard, and even around us, like in the surrounding towns, they were getting hit pretty bad, and we were just like in the center of it all. So we had like,
Especially me still working.
yeah,
Which that segues.
Yeah,
I got the antibody test, and somehow working at Walmart through the entire pandemic, I didn't have it. Negative. I was shocked. I figured that was going to be positive.
yeah, but it's still a good thing you still didn't.
Oh, obviously, but
you didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Wasn't giving it to anybody.
But yeah, no, I mean, just to see all these cases rise in Florida especially, that place is getting absolutely rocked right now. They just the other day just had 11,000 cases in a day.
Yeah, I don't even think we were that bad.
No,
at the worst.
We had, I think, maybe 4,000,
somewhere around there, probably.
something like that. But man, Florida, California, Texas, Georgia too, I believe, just got absolutely rocked because they opened way too soon.
It's not even that. Like, they just straight up reopened. They like New Jersey, New York. Say what you want about the two governors. I think they're doing a great job. Because, yeah, everything isn't open yet, but just look at the cases. New Jersey, New York are way down.
Yeah, even though our numbers are high still, I mean, because we were obviously the epicenter, but still.
Yeah.
But our numbers have gone significantly down since then. And we've opened in stages, and these other states didn't. They just
opened.
They just opened and said, oh, well, everything's open. But
and now they're all, even Texas, they had to open and then reclose their bars.
Yeah.
All these other states, they were in the process of reopening, and then because they decided to reopen too much too soon. Now they got to close everything again.
And they were protesting in Texas, and this one woman had a sign saying "Bar Lives Matter," and I was like, oh, okay. So you could.
I mean, I get why they'd be mad, because it's probably all these owners, managers of these bars, restaurants, and everything. They've basically been out of jobs, and then, oh, hey, here's your job back. Oh, hey, never mind. So I get why they'd be mad. But at the same time, look at the cases.
Yeah, the cases have just gone up significantly. And it's just not a good thing for them, especially. I mean, a lot of the states, I mean, we were one of two states, I believe Rhode Island was the other one, that have like significantly gone down. Like New York I think had a little bit of an increase, but New Jersey as a whole, and Rhode Island as a whole have been very, very, very well.
Yeah, between like 300-400 new cases per day, I think.
Yeah.
Compared to, like we said before, it was in the thousands every single day.
Yeah.
That was rising, and now, because New Jersey, this whole area, for the most part, they're reopening smart. They're not just, hey, everything's open.
Yeah, it's been very, very, well, it was very limited at the start, but now it's starting to open more. Like just the other day, they opened up like amusement parks and water parks and stuff like that. Obviously, the limited capacity, of course, but still. Just to have the opportunity to just do something other than being in your house or being outside your backyard, it just gives you something to do. But at least now we're kind of safe with it now. Listen, I get the whole thing with gyms and stuff is still not open, but it's just out of safety because everybody knows that the gym is one of the germiest places of all, and not many people wipe down machines. That's the big part is people don't wipe down machines. And they just leave and just go. And they just don't wipe it down. And it takes, 15 seconds just to wipe down the machine for somebody else to use.
Yep. And people don't want to take that time.
No.
That's what I'm saying. We're supposed to have indoor dining open
July 8th? 2nd. It was supposed to be, it was July, it was going to be part of July 2nd, that whole reopening stage. And then they got delayed back because of the cases. The data showed that the cases were going up in
people in closed areas. You can't wear a mask while you eat. That actually brings us to another thing: masks. Because obviously, New Jersey made it mandatory back in, is it late March, early April, somewhere around that, where go shopping anywhere, you got to wear a mask, which me personally, I think is a good thing. Because obviously with a mask, it doesn't help you not get it. It helps you not spread it. But if everybody wears a mask, then it works. Works one and the same. Because then, like me working throughout the whole time, say I had it, didn't know it. Wearing a mask, there we go. I don't have a lower chance of spreading it.
Yeah, and plus the droplets. It won't. The droplets make a big effect.
That's the whole point of the mask.
Yeah.
That's why you have to wear it over your nose, wear it over your mask. Over your mask. Mouth.
Mask over mask.
Yeah, you gotta wear 3 masks. So I was like, what? But people are freaking out, even now still, that you have to wear a mask to go anywhere. But, like, just think. People nurses, doctors, they have to wear those for...
And they have to wear those it's like a mask, and they have to wear like one of those visor things.
Yep, they got to wear all that
Yeah.
PPE every day for
these past like 3
10
months.
to 12, 13 hours, however long their shift may be.
Yeah.
And they got to wear it the entire time.
And they kind of have to quarantine themselves sometimes,
Yep.
because they don't want to risk their families.
Yep. And even then, like me, working at Walmart, I got to wear it for 9-10 hours. I get a break here and there, whatever. So I get to take it off for a few minutes, but at the same time, I got to wear it for hours on end. And you have people complaining about wearing it for
20 minutes.
20 minutes, half hour. Like, that's why it just hurts my head. I see all these people saying that it's against
Constitutional.
It's against the Constitution, this and that.
Yeah, it's like
it's not.
It's like these little things they like say, and it's just like, well, how about feel for those guys that work, Walmart, ShopRite, a couple other places like the hospitals and all of that.
So you go into the healthcare field, they got it. That's why I feel for them. Yeah, I got to wear it for 9 hours, but I look at them and think, like, I have it easy.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't know if I said this story at all. This was back when New Jersey first made it law that you have to wear a mask if you go shopping. Remember, I had this one couple walk in without wearing a mask. The person at the door was telling them, wear a mask or get out.
Yeah.
Or you're not welcome here if you're not wearing a mask. And they're completely ignoring them. So I was the manager at the time up there, so I go up to him, not even up to him, I just like, guys, you gotta wear a mask or you have to get out. And they start yelling at me. Oh, what the hell did they say? They don't live in like a dictatorship, or they said something
communist,
like that. I think it was
yeah.
communist. We don't live in a communist country or some stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, you don't. Doesn't change the fact wear it or get out.
Right.
Then they huff and puffed out the door.
Yeah. I'm
like, you literally have to wear it for 20 minutes. Is it really that difficult?
Yeah. Plus, you're saving your own life, and
you're
saving others too.
Oh God, that's I can't. People are so selfish in that aspect. Like, say for a fact you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. And even back then, like even during that time too, we were like top 10 in the world in most cases, and we were just a state.
Yeah, we're just one tiny little state, and we're above all these other countries.
Yeah, and we were above Italy, and it was just like, what?
As a tiny little New Jersey, tiny.
Yeah,
and we were above all these other countries.
And I know we're a very dense state, because a lot of people.
There's 8-9 million people.
Yeah, and I mean that does make a difference, but like still, it's just a lot of people, getting hit hard by it. Like it's a scary thing.
Yeah. So I know we made the episode, when was that? Back in May? Might have been mid-May. We made the episode with Dan. Say a little bit has changed since then. I mean, obviously everyone's still wearing the mask like we were just saying. But everybody isn't as, I don't know how to say it. Like up in arms. Yeah, tense. They're not, everyone's not as stressed about it. So, it's finally getting back to a little bit of normal. Like, still, you got to social distance. You got to wear the goddamn mask. But
But
it's
even still, like sometimes even when you social distance, like yeah, I mean you can still, but like it's so hard to now. It feels like it is. It's just so hard to even follow that step. It's one of the hardest things to follow, social distancing.
yeah, because as humans, we're like programmed to want to be near people.
Yeah. So it's like you're trying to unprogram people just to do that, and it's very very hard to even just do that in the
To
first
remember
place.
to do it.
Yeah.
Like that's it works. I think New Jersey is a spotlight on how social distancing works. God, I'm sick of hearing that word.
The word and mask.
I've said it. I'm sick of hearing these words.
Yeah.
But
We made the first episode we made during that on for the podcast, and was during that time through that rough time where we had to use Zoom. I hate that word, but we have it was whatever. But we had to use Zoom for it, and we weren't able to really get together and do a podcast. And then once the numbers started going down, we're just like, all right, let's just get
we
together.
can finally, be in the same room and make
do
this.
Yeah,
Which is a big difference.
it does make a
looking at you on a screen compared to looking at you now.
Yeah,
is
it's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially in like microphone quality and everything like that. It sounds much more smoother than it was over
smoother
or a lot
clearer.
Clearer, sorry.
Smoother's like a smooth surface.
Yeah.
I want you guys to let us know how smooth is this sound.
It's very smooth. It's very smooth. All right, that's all you gotta know.
No, the audio quality is a lot better. It's overall better.
Yeah.
But smoother, my God. That was good.
As people know, yes, sometimes my words mean something, but it doesn't mean.
Sometimes you speak no good.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that, though.
But yes, but now since we're not the epicenter anymore, it just kind of feels good to actually like kind of just get out of your house, just kind of do some things, like outdoor dining, which has been nice. I actually enjoyed it, and
yeah, we went
to
couple
the Queen.
times. Yeah, it still feels different because you still have to walk up with a mask and everything.
Yeah,
but it's a little bit of normalcy. Every little bit we get is something.
Yeah. It's just great just to spend time outside and just not really have to worry about. It's like, I mean, social distancing is in the back of our minds, but we're just like, we're not really thinking about it. It's just like, it's like you're spending time with your best buds, and it's just like, you don't want to, you're just with them. You don't, like, that's just like secondary nature. Obviously, it's in the back of your mind, but you just like, want to spend some time, relax, But I did notice this, in New Jersey, from the ages of 18 to 29, that the cases have been going up. But I think it's because of our age
The
group.
boys be hanging.
The boys be hanging, and also the clubs being open. Because my cousin went to a club down South Jersey, and he had no mask on. And I'm like, come on, bro. And I'm like, come on, bro.
As much as I hate wearing the damn thing, you gotta.
I know, but when you're in a group of people, it's like, plus you're not with people that you know, so it's just kind of just like, it's kind of
Especially like hanging in your group of friends. That's one thing. Because
you're always around them all the time, so it's not like it's anything bad. But when you're in a big group of people,
club with random people you don't know,
it's kind of
your friends you can kind of gauge.
But that's what happened in South Korea, because they were clubbing, and then the fire spread, and that's why they closed it down again.
They contained it though. They did a nice job with it, but they're much smaller of a country than we are, but they contained that like no other.
Oh yeah, they did. But that's what I mean. It's just like that's where it spreads, is when you're around so many people and it's such a tight knit spot. The virus is like, all right, my time to shine.
Yeah, that's why I'm just glad that like Italy, they had to lock down.
They had to
Spain locked down.
Yeah,
where you couldn't even leave your house.
Yeah,
and if you had to go grocery shopping, didn't you have to have a police escort?
Yeah, you had to have some type of police escort. So
I figured if it got that bad, it would have wound up being something like that here, to where maybe it goes by social security number the day you get to go shopping, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unbelievable.
I don't know. Never thought I'd see a global pandemic in my life. I really did not.
I mean, we've seen some epidemics.
Yeah, I mean, the swine flu.
You had?
Yeah, I had. It was nothing to write home about. It was basically the flu, but see, that reminds me. I had to wear a mask for that, obviously.
Yeah. But even
in my own house, I had to wear a mask unless I was in my room.
like even the other ones, like Ebola, Zika, SARS-CoV-1.
Not the sequel.
SARS-CoV-2 is now. That's actually the sequel.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I know.
But you pat me on the back.
I don't know.
Yo, I can't.
But yeah, I mean, we've seen some things in our lifetime. Obviously, SARS-CoV-1 was, I mean, that was when we were 4 years old, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it was, people still died, but I'm saying it wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have guessed this. Nobody. So yeah, now the epicenter now, not only just in the United States, obviously we got the states that tried to reopen and then messed up. So you were talking before Brazil was bad.
Brazil was like over 1 million cases now. That's the last time I checked. It might be more than that now, but
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, but they just got hit hard with it, and the concern about them was that there's tribes that live down there, and some of the tribes that were down there were wiped out actually because of viruses, and it's just they're very worried about that because even in Rio, because everyone in Rio everything's very congested. So it's like, so it's hard to really space yourself out in those situations. So, that's where you could see it spread like wildfire because everyone's very close to each other and that causes a lot of problems.
Yep. So actually one thing I want to hear your opinion on we don't want to get too political, but our lovely president, Donald Trump, holding rallies. What do you think about that?
I think that's idiotic. I really do. Because he was like, "Oh, you don't have to wear a mask." I'm like, "Bro, you gotta wear a mask." Like, especially if you're trying to hold a crowd. And like, there was a whole thing that was like, listen, I don't want to offend any of you Trump supporters or whatnot, but it's just my opinion, and I know it can be a little edgy at times, but like I said, it's just idiotic too because like large crowds, you can't have large crowds, and it was inside too. So like, and you have the option to wear a mask and stuff, but like to have
nobody was.
Yeah, to have a feud with the mayor over that, it's kind of a little immature, isn't it?
It's our president.
So
like I said, don't want to get too political, but
yeah, sorry.
Say like, I agree. That was so dumb. All the dumb stuff he's done, this tops the cake.
Yeah.
In the midst, we're at the hopefully end or nearing the end, so it's not as bad as March, April.
Yeah.
But there's still a pandemic, and here you are, the president, the leader of the free world, and you're holding a rally for your re-election.
Yeah. It just doesn't
with
look
thousands
good
of people,
and it just does not look good on your end and on your party. It just does not look good, and it's just like it just leaves you speechless, to say the least. It leaves you speechless.
It did, because at least the really only other real candidate is Biden. Say anything he held was all through
virtual stuff.
Virtual, or it's just videos online, stuff like that.
I see.
Because that's the only thing you can really do.
Yeah, you can't really force it because then the risk of a person getting it is increased.
Yeah, especially you're in a large crowd of random people. It's not like we were saying before, you're with your friends.
Yeah.
You're more likely to know if your friends have it or had it than a random crowd.
Exactly. But
I get it. People that support him, that's fine.
Yeah.
But to put yourself in danger to go see him,
it's just not worth it.
It isn't. No matter if it was still Obama, if, say, Hillary Clinton was president now, or if it was Biden.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, and if they're that irresponsible to host that size of rally in the midst of a pandemic, it's just irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who it is. Like I just said, Trump, Biden, I don't care who it is.
Yeah, I don't care.
If they're that irresponsible to hold a huge rally just for re-election points, that shows something.
It's just that's just you may think it's a good move, but it's a bad move.
Yep.
So
Democrat, Republican, whichever,
doesn't
if they
matter.
did it, I'd be saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That's idiotic.
Yeah.
It is seriously idiotic.
Anybody that would do the same thing he did would be stupid.
Yep.
Stupid. So, that's just putting people at risk. And
throughout this whole thing, I don't think I ever saw him wear a mask. I don't remember seeing it.
He hasn't. And I have there's a whole conspiracy theory about that, where it's he's already vaccinated. So, that's the thing. That's a whole conspiracy theory about that, where, he's already vaccinated, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Hey, who knows? But I don't see that being a reality. But then again,
theories, you never know.
Who knows?
But,
I really don't.
No. But also too, Latin America as well. Speaking of another hot spot, Latin America was getting hit pretty bad too at one point, and there wasn't really much. A lot of it, went over there, and it hit pretty hard there. Mexico too. Mexico was getting hit pretty hard by it, and
it's not even. Most of the world did at one point.
Yeah, most of the world just got rocked by it. I mean,
China, then South Korea, Europe, then us.
One country that really did an incredible job with it, and I think you might know who I'm talking about. New Zealand.
Oh.
New Zealand. Oh, who are you going to say? Oh,
South Korea.
Nah, but New Zealand, I kept up with it.
They didn't have to lock down at all.
No, but their prime minister she's a genius. She knew what she was doing.
She is. They're good over there. I remember they had that one mass shooting, and they banned everything.
Yeah.
Not saying that's going to fix everything.
No, but that's what happened in Australia too. Australia had the same problem. Some mass shooting in the 90s, and they said, "No, this is not happening again." And they closed the door on it, and
saying would that this isn't virus. That'd be a whole different episode.
A whole different thing. But like I said, but even with them, back to the virus, they just were just amazing by it. They did have to. I think they did have to shut down a few things, obviously, but
not in any scale of any other country.
No. But they literally canceled it out, and then didn't have any cases for a month until this one woman came from England, but then she tried to get out, but I think they got her and stopped her. So I think that's what happened. I think precautionary measures. They shut down things for 2 weeks, and then they reopened back up.
That's what I'm saying. In my lifetime, we had swine flu. We've had other viruses that have started to spread. In my lifetime, I never thought I could see a country shut down.
Pretty much completely. Almost completely shut down.
Our entire economy was shut down.
Yeah.
Except for
the essential businesses. Yeah.
Everything essential. But never in my lifetime did I think something like this could happen. That an entire country
or
can
basically
just
an entire continent.
Be stalled to a stop.
Or an entire continent.
Most of the world.
Yeah.
Most of the world came to a grinding stop because of this virus.
Yeah. Look at Europe. Europe was one of the first to be absolutely rocked by it, and they were basically the whole of Europe was shut down.
And America still had time to prepare, and
that's for another episode. But
we're not going to go there.
No. But yeah, that's everywhere else, kind of had a lot of other countries weren't prepared for it. Italy. They got
who could have
stopped that?
Who could have seen this happening? Nobody. But
especially them.
There's still ways to be better prepared.
Yeah.
Better prepared, like Trump.
Yeah.
Fired the entire pandemic response team that Obama set up.
Well,
here we are.
Yeah.
In a pandemic. But again, not going to go there yet.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping we stay on the right road and we'll be able to reopen more so people can get back to work fully, so the economy can go again.
Yes.
And just so people stop dying, really. That's what it comes to.
That's true.
That's really just what it comes to, is there's too many people have died from this virus.
Yeah.
To not take it seriously. There's still people now, after we went through the brunt of it, we've seen hundreds of thousands of people die, and that they still think it's fake, still think it's created by the government. I just don't get that argument. I had one customer, I don't remember if I said this. This was probably back in April, most likely. Customer telling me that it's from the Chinese. They're trying to poison us. It's in the medicine. The medicine's what's making these people sick. I'm just like, what? How?
Someone's been reading a lot of conspiracy theories.
I don't get how people can think something like that. I really don't. I don't get it.
You see, like that's where someone's really heavily invested into a lot of conspiracy theories.
It must be.
And,
This old guy. I can't.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, a lot of, there's some conspiracy, like I said, some conspiracy theories like this, like the Trump one that could, it's like, okay, it's believable, but it's like, is it? But like, that's what a lot of conspiracy theories are, but like some points are believable and some are just way out of left field. That's just the way conspiracy theories work, and some people believe them and some people just don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Hopefully we stay on the right road, not only in New Jersey,
but everywhere
the country
else.
shifts to join us on the right road.
Yeah.
So we can recover as a country, recovers the world, and hopefully get back to not 2020.
Yeah. 2020.
This is a horrible year.
Yeah. I hope 2021 brings a lot of joy to everyone else.
Hopefully I don't look into the sky and see tutorial complete. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Jumanji. Everyone kept comparing this year to Jumanji. It's like, oh boy.
Pretty much is.
Yeah. True.
But, make sure you guys follow us on all socials. Our website, tntpodcast.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we're on it all. Make sure you follow us on there for updates, exclusive stuff. Y'all know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, we will catch you guys next week.
Peace, guys.
Peace out.